From this accounting race, I have learned and gained new knowledge on several accounting scandals around the world that involve some accounting theories. First checkpoint, we have to answer the question of Grenad's construction scandal. In this checkpoint, we have to wait long because we have to play with other groups. In this checkpoint, I learned that CEO at that time of scandal was Dales Quamberg, who hid cost increase and manipulate profit margin that impacted many stakeholders such as creditors, investors, employees, and customers. I have learned in this scandal that many accounting concepts and theory have been violated by Dales Quamberg, such as revenue recognition, matching principle, and so on, that could cause reputation damage, financial restatement, and so on.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. As for me, for checkpoint 1, which is under Granite's construction scandal, taught me that in doing business we have to avoid exploiting financial statements because it will have some bad impacts on creditors, investors, and also employees.
Hi, my name is Anis. For checkpoint 1, we need to answer the question, and if we answer right, we will get the hints. What I get from the Granite construction accounting scandal, it teaches us that honesty and ethical behavior are crucial in business. It's important to report problems promptly and work transparently with regulators to avoid more severe consequences. Individuals, especially top executives, must be held responsible for any wrongdoing such as misconduct carried out by Dales Quamberg, a former senior vice president and group manager at the firm. To prevent similar problems, companies need to improve their internal control and follow regulations closely.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Iffah. Okay, for checkpoint 1, that time we had to stand in a long queue that my group arrived too early, so we had to wait for other group to arrive to start the checkpoint. The checkpoint 1 is about the Granite construction accounting scandals, which is involving allegation of financial misstatement and irregularities in the company's accounting practice. What I learned from that case is it is important to have honest and high ethical standards for employees in the business.
Next, checkpoint 2, we have to play Monopoly game in order to get the question, then answer. In this game, it is about the Enron case and I am in charge of studying the detail of the case per the activity. Our group got easy and hard type of question. We answer only once and it only take a short time at this checkpoint. From the case, I have learned a new term in accounting theory which is mark-to-market and special purpose entity. Because the firm have been using this accounting theory to hide its debts and misrepresent its earnings. Therefore, I have learned most accounting bodies have modified their standard to include more detail after the case happened. And I think all leadership must commit to ethical behavior in order to avoid the collapse of organization, as happened in this case.
For this checkpoint, we had to play a Monopoly games and we had to answer a few questions regarding Aaron cases. But generally, I found out that the debts of Aaron might have not been able to pay due to fraud that occurred in the case.
For the second checkpoint, we need to play a game that's similar like Monopoly. It has 3 level questions which are easy, medium, and high. The Enron scandal is a big lesson which is Enron pretend to be doing really well by faking its financial record and confusing everyone with complicated business structure for purpose to hiding their problem. Eventually, in 2001, the truth came out and Enron went bankrupt, meaning it could not pay its bill. The leader of the company was found guilty of doing bad things, like lying about money and destroy important evidence. The scandal teaches us to be honest, having clear rules, and making sure leader can be trusted.
Okay, for checkpoint 2 is about Enron scandal. At that time, we have to play Monopoly games, which is quite enjoyable for us. Each group members need to roll the die and play and answer the given question. The Enron scandal is one of the most infamous corporate fraud cases. I learned the importance of transparency and accountability in corporate governance, the need of effective regulatory oversight, the dangers of complex financial structures and accounting loopholes, and the significance of ethical leadership in the business.
Next, checkpoint 3. In order to answer question called steel scandal, we have to pick up one ball in the box. Then I pick up a ball that have penalty. So our group member have to do elephant turn. Even though it's easy but it's fun. In this case, our group took a long time to answer the question because we were not that sure about our answer. However, I have learned that cops still falsify the quality of the product that impact the customer, which is involved in unethical behavior, but they take accountability by paying fine, admitting wrongdoing. Thus, it can be considered ethical by the entity, which can be used to rebuild stakeholder trust.
Okay, this checkpoint is regarding the case of cope steel, which I don't really enjoy because we had to turn around our body for like 10 times before answering the questions. And not gonna lie, we got the hard questions and it took us so much time to answer them. At the same time, I also learned that cope steel quickly admitted the fraudulent operations and issued a public declaration taking responsibility.
Next checkpoint, we need to choose one ball in the box and get 11 spin about 5 spin. It's made me feel dizzy for a moment. After that, we need to choose between 3 envelopes and we choose A, which is hard one. What I learned in Cop Steel scandal is to be transparency and integrity in product quality reporting. For example, the company admissions to falsifying product quality data not only lead to a financial penalty but also erode trust in its product, affecting industries such as railway transportations. The scandal damaged its reputations and made it tricky to find fair price. Dishonesty can harm a company, its partner, and even the whole economy.
Okay, for checkpoint 3, which is about Pop Steel scandal, the games involve spinning an elephant and choosing a random paper for a question categorized as easy, medium, and hard. Okay, about the scandal, the Pop Steel scandal, which admitting to falsifying data about the quality of its aluminium, copper, and steel products. From this case, I learned the importance of maintaining integrity in reporting accurate data, the necessity of effective oversight in supply chain management, and the potential impact on consumer trust and market reputation when such misconduct occurs. The incident highlighted the significance of reinforcing the ethical practice and quality assurance throughout the manufacturing and reporting processes.
Next checkpoint 4, which is the hardest checkpoint out of the 5 in terms of question and the game, where we have to blow the ball from cup to cup as well as compete with the other teams. In this case, I have learned that the Volkswagen emission scandal happened because the company cheat on emission tests. This scandal have an impact on many things such as environment, stock market, company reputation, investor regulatory consequences, and others. However, the company admitted wrongdoing and took responsibility as well as improved management to help the company rebuild the trust of stakeholders and improve ethical consideration in the business.
Personally, this checkpoint taught me to be alert and focused since the community doesn't provide a written questions for us. They just read the question and we had to blow a ping pong ball across the 3 cups before answering the questions. Then I discovered that the crisis in Volkswagen was created by a lack of transparency and internal control, particularly over decision-making procedures.
At this checkpoint, we need to blow the ping pong ball to get a chance to answer the question. It was even challenging when we had to blow as fast as possible because we had to compete with other 2 groups. The Volkswagen emission scandal, also called Dieselgate, shows us how serious it is when a car company treats regulator. Volkswagen used special software to make their cars seem clean during tests than they really were on the road. This is not only broke environmental rule but also caused a company's stock value to drop a lot, and top executive had to step down. It's a big lesson that companies need to be honest and follow the rules to keep people trust and protect the environment.
Okay, next for checkpoint 4, which focuses on the Volkswagen emission scandals. The games at that time, we need to blow a ping pong ball across the water from 1 cup to the last cup, which consists of 3 cups. The group that reaches first gets the opportunity to answer the question first. The question categorized as easy, medium, and hard. Okay, about the cases. These cases reveal deliberate manipulation of emission tests by the automotive giant. What I learned from this case is the critical importance of corporate transparency and honesty, the need for stringent regulatory oversights and compliance, the potential consequences of unethical behavior on brand reputation and consumer trust, and the significance of ethical leadership in preventing such misconduct.
Lastly, checkpoint 5, we have to play 3 games which are bottle and chair musical. For the first round, I have to answer the question, and for the third question, our group may answer together. For this checkpoint, we answer the Facebook case where Facebook user data were misused by irresponsible party for their own interests. This could happen because of weak regulatory implementation by authorities and the policy of the company. This is unethical and authority party must take immediate action when this happens. And as a user, I will be more aware of my own data privacy and not easily register and consent to the data.
For the last checkpoint is about Facebook, where this case highlights the significance of data privacy. It was mostly due to regulatory deficiency and poor data protections rules during the time of the fraud.
Last checkpoint, we played 3 games and one of the game was musical chair. It's kind of interesting because I have not played in a while. The Facebook corporate governance scandal highlights significant issues related to privacy, ethical conduct, and the responsible handling of user data. The incident ranking from security vulnerabilities and physiological tests without concerns to the Cambridge Analytica scandal and the misuse of Facebook for inciting violence underscore the importance of robust corporate governance. The impact is the company face a huge fine for not protecting user privacy.
Okay, in the final checkpoint, which is about the Facebook corporate governance scandal, the game is musical chair, which is proved to be quite enjoyable for us. From these scandals, I learned about the importance of robust data protection measures, transparency in communication with users, and the need of ethical consideration in the technologies companies.